Here we go, back again with another match day preview. Yes, coming up on Wednesday, it is the Papa John's Pizza Trophy quarter-finals. Correct me if I'm wrong. Against Oldham at the Stadium in Light, and Sunderland need to win this game and need to play a bunch of the youngsters, because the Sunderland players, after yesterday's fantastic result, well, we'll say a fantastic result, you know, we'll keep it in context. You know, we're in League One for a reason, so it was a good result in a howling, gale-forced wind against Cambridge away. So it was a 2-1 win, as we say, a fantastic result. We're going to do the score ratings of the players, as someone requested me to do just before we do the Papa John's Pizza Trophy quarter-final. I think it's a quarter-finals. I haven't even looked at it. I should be looking into this, shouldn't I? Very, very bad preparation. Take two. Well, here we go back again with another match day preview, and Sunderland take on Oldham Athletic in the second round of the Papa John's Trophy Pizza Cup. But first we're going to do the star ratings of yesterday, or just the ratings out of 10. With that very good win down at Cambridge in the very bad conditions, and Sunderland have 8, 9 or even 10 injuries at this moment in time. So we'll start off with the keeper, Hoffman. In the first half, he wasn't particularly that good. He let a very soft goal in, down by his left-hand side near post. Should have saved it for me. But second half, he made up for that, because we got bombarded in the second half. Players left, right and centre, pumping corner after ball in the penalty box. And with the defenders and Hoffman doing his good duties in goal, saved the day and made sure we come away with 3 points. Because we are only 3 points. Now, I'm not going to say 3 points off top. Actually, we are. We are 3 points off top now, because we're on the same games played as Wigan, and with 3 points behind them. So never mind other teams around, we are 3 points off the top. No games in hand over Wigan. So we're just 3 points off the top. So yesterday was a vital, important win, you know, on trying to get promotion this season, as we have 3 home games coming up on the bounce. 4 if you include the Papa John's Pizza Trophy Cup. Right, so yesterday I'm going to give Hoffman 7.5 out of 10, because we can't give him an 8 because it was his fault for me. You know, he should have done better with the goal early on. Now, Gooch had one of his better games. Dino, great pundit yesterday. It was much easier with 2 than 1. I could go and pop off and have a little rest when I wanted to. And Dino, you know, was forced to take over the realm. And thank you, Dino, so much for coming down. Really appreciated your help yesterday. Fantastic job. But Gooch, as Dino alluded yesterday, had one of his better games. And I agreed. He had one of his better games in the Sunderland top. He's had a lot of poor games. And he is hitty and missy. And I bet you're wondering why we're in the kitchen. I'm cooking me tea. Chicken salad again. Beautiful chicken salad, because I like to keep myself healthy. Chicken to keep the protein, and a lot of salad to keep myself in shape and fit. That doesn't keep you fit. The running does, and other things, but that helps towards a healthy lifestyle. So yeah, after those 4 cans yesterday, and I was a little bit drunk because I'd been up since 4:30 in the morning every single day last week, even Saturday. So I was very tired last night, so the alcohol took over my system, and I was in bed by 9 o'clock. Right, so Gooch, I'm going to give a Gooch an 8.5 out of 10, because is he mad in the match? We'll find out as the game goes on. Now, Bailey Wright, for me, had one of his better games, a stalwart, as Lee Johnson, you know, indicated in his interview. And well done, Lee Johnson. I don't know if you watch any kind of social media, but we were criticising. We do criticise your interviews, and you come out with all this fangle, hooly-madooly words, and you try and put a spin on a really poor performance, just to try and get some sort of credit out of it. So I am going to, you know, give Lee Johnson the thumbs up, and, you know, credit where credit's due. The interview after the game yesterday, he stuck to the valid points. He didn't talk a load of gibberish. He talked common sense. He talked proper English, and for me, it was so easy to understand, and I thought it was a very good interview. None of this spinning it around, you know, he said what it was. We got battered in the second half. I think he said that, or did he say that? Or was this my imagination? But it was a very good interview, so well done, Lee Johnson. You've improved your interviewing tactics and your style and way you talk, so I'm very happy with that. At the end of the day, I'm not trying to change it. No, I'm not. I just want you to say it the way it is, you know, Lee. Lee, say it the way it is. You know, we have different opinions, and your opinion's different than mine, but don't try and make a bad result into a good result. Yesterday, Good interview. I'm going to give you 9 out of 10 for the interview, Lee Johnson, so well done. Right, Gucci 8.5. Bailey Wright, defensive duties, well done. It was solid for me, so a solid 8 out of 10. Flanagan, kind of think, well, he was also at fault for the first goal a little bit because he was thereabouts. So me, Flanagan was a 7. Doyle had a good game, forced out. Now, Lee Johnson said we played 5 at the back. Well, I thought Doyle was at left back, but at the end of the day, we'll see what happens. Doyle, solid again, 7. Diaku, for me, was probably the worst player on the pitch. Now, I'm not going to be too harsh on the lad because at the end of the day, you know, it was a team performance. He didn't play particularly bad. He just, out of the bunch of players, for me, he was the one that wasn't really performing, you know, as well as some of the others. He didn't perform, don't get me wrong, he didn't perform badly. Just for me, Diaku 6.5. I mean, that might be a bit harsh, you tell me. Pritchard again, great. I enjoyed Pritchard's performance and I thought he deserves a solid 8 for yesterday. He made amends for during the week in his interview as well. He was downbeat, downhearted, very upset. He'd be a lot happier yesterday, obviously. Dan Neil in midfield, 8. Winchester I thought was solid. Dan Neil and Winchester, very good partnership in the middle of the park, forming there nicely. Winchester, I like the way he just, you know, he gets around the park and he makes space and he seems to control the ball a lot better than some of the midfielders in the past that we've had of recent. And Dan Neil is very good at going forward, trying to find the pass, trying to find a bit of sort of play for the striker. So well done in the partnership. Broadhead yesterday again. Another solid goal, another solid performance from Broadhead, and that goal was probably one of the best goals you'll see this season. Fantastic. He did miss a couple of opportunities late on, which docked a little bit of the points, but that's for me. Stewart, again, he was coming back and getting the ball deep, defending really well. Tall player, defended the corners really well. So Stewart deserves a 7.5 out of 10. So I'm going to give Gooch man of the match yesterday. I am the first person to give him criticism when he plays a bad game, so I think he deserves the praises today for yesterday's performance. 8.5 out of 10. Well done, Gooch. He's man of the match. Who was your man of the match? Leave down below in the comment section. So, people who got the correct score for 10 points yesterday was me. I predicted the mad mistake. I didn't predict the mad mistake. I predicted 2-1 win to Sunderland. Joe Kane, Mohanish, Vengulakar, Soccer Score TV, Nathan Colio, Angelic Skin 77, Jonathan Mariner, all got 10 points in the table. And I think Angelic Skin 77 and Nathan Coolio are top of the table with, I think, 40 points. So well done, used to are top of the table, closely followed by me. Oh, I'm not actually, I'm way off the pace. But anyway, well done everybody getting the score prediction. And can you get the score prediction for Oldham versus Sunderland? If you can, I don't really care because I'm not doing the score prediction. That's not included. We'll have to cut that out. It's not even included in the table because cup matches don't count. But it tells you score prediction anyway. But I hope we do win. How is the chicken getting on? Let's hunt for the chicken. Let's see what's happening. Oh, it's coming on extremely well. Nice bit of chicken in there. I always cover the trays with foil because it's much easier to clean. You can scrumple the foil up, get rid of it, and the trays don't need, have all that fat and gunk and bits of chicken stuck all over there. They're supposed to be non-stick trays, but they're really not. They all stick all the time. That's much easier to clean up, and it makes it much better. And I can't wait to eat that chicken. I love a bit of chicken. So back to the Papa John's trophy. We all know. Wait there, I need to open the window. It's a bit steamy in here. That's better. A bit warm and steamy in here, yes. And I need a drink. Make sure my throat's okay. Right, we'll have a little drink. So yes, we all know it's the Papa John's trophy on a Wednesday night. Now the lads, after yesterday's match, had the little Christmas do apparently, so they'll all be a little bit tipsy this morning and probably worse for wear, apart from those players who take, football serious and, are teetotal, unlike me, who likes a little bit of a drink, as you saw yesterday. But everyone's allowed to let the hair down. Every dog, all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. So, you know, I was going to say every dog Sunday, I forget what that saying was. But yes, you know, so we all need to let our hair down a little bit. And there's no harm in having a drink once a week, or even once or once when you're allowed to, when you have a break in football. So the Papa John's Trophy against Oldham in the second round. Oldham are in not very good form at this moment in time. 19 games played in League 2, won 4, drawn 3, lost 12, minus 14 goal difference. A vacant managerial job because there's nobody in place as head coach and manager at this moment in time because they're not playing very well. Second off bottom. And Salford beat them 2-0, Northampton beat them 2-1, and Oldham won 3-2 a couple of games ago. So they have got wins in them this season. Now, one player who plays for them was born in Sunderland. His name is Davis Keller-Dunn. He is 24-year-old and he started off, he's 5'11" midfielder, started off with Ross County after he played the youth system for Middlesbrough, for Sunderland and Chesterfield. Then he went to Ross and he played 40 matches, scored 6, out on loan to Falkirk, 11 matches, scored 3, went to Wrexham, 6 games, scored 1, and now he's at Oldham, 59 games and 14 goals. So good luck to the young lad in his future. Hopefully he will progress and get better and better. The young lad who was born in Sunderland. So yes, the teams we could play during the week, we've got to play the kids. The kids have played the majority of these games in the league, you know, stages, and now we're in the second round of the cup. Now we play in Oldham, take them with no disrespect whatsoever. Every game has its, you know, pitfalls. It's going to be a difficult game. Oldham will want to progress and make money through this cup. It's their only chance, really, I do think, of them actually getting to Wembley. So I do wish Oldham and all their fans the best for the rest of the season. I do hope they can stay in League 2, and I do wish them all the best in this game. But hopefully Sunderland can play the youngsters. Now the team I would choose, because of the games coming up and the 8, 9, 10 injuries we have, we cannot afford to have too many more injuries. So we've got to protect the first team and let the youngsters show us what they can do. Now Kearney, for me, must start in goal. Now the right hand side, Richardson is on loan at Spennymoor. Do we recall Richardson? I would recall Richardson right now if we're allowed to from Spennymoor, and give some sort of Spennymoor some sort of, and say, look, we'll loan you out to him next year when we have not so many injuries. So for me, bring Richardson back as right back because he's a big lad and he does a good job. If not, the young lad, only 17-year-old though, Zach Johnson, could be there. Now the left hand side, we do have Tyrese Dyche and we do have Dunn, who can play at left back. Now do we move Dyche further forward and leave Dunn there as left back, sorry, not right back, left back, or do we leave Dyche as left back and bring in Aidan O'Brien, who probably could do with a bit of game time if he's not hungover and had too much to drink. Now in the middle we do have Sohona and Wilder. Now I'm taking it for, you know, granted these players aren't injured because I don't know much about under 23 squad with injuries and stuff. Then we have Alves and Younger. Now that for me is a good partnership. That for me should be our central defensive partnership. But we do have other youngsters there like Armand and other ones who can come in and play at centre back if they are not fit already, or they've been on the party as well. But it's Sohona and Wilder. Now Taylor has done a good job, so I think Taylor for me should start in this game, definitely. Now, Embleton could do with a bit of game time, a bit of confidence. So for me, either start Embleton, or if Taylor is not ready, we could put Embleton over to the right-hand side, Harris up front, and we could bring in here, because he is one of my favourite players from the under-23s, and here it is. We are here now. We could bring in Stephen Wern. Because for me, if he is fit, I know he was taken off a while ago with a bit of injury. I'm not sure if he's fit now. He could start there, and Embleton could even go back into one of these two positions or over on the right hand side. So for me, we've got to play the youngsters, but if you don't want to get a massive fine, we have to play one or two fringe players. So Embleton could do with the game time in the confidence game. O'Brien, the wise head, and again more game time for O'Brien. Hopefully they don't get any injuries, but for me, that's the kind of team. Who would you start? Leave down below in the comment section. Am I getting this right? Are any of these injured? I want to win this game. I do really want to progress in the Papa John's Trophy, but I want the kids to do it for us. So there you go. If you enjoyed the preview, please take care. God bless me. God go with you. And don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for the 12,000 subscribers. And I will leave a link down below in the description. There's a young lad who does YouTubing as well. Some of you's already subscribed. Some of you already watched him. He's called Thane SAFC. please pop over, check on the link down below in the description and subscribe to this lad. Watch his videos first. If you like what you see, subscribe to the lad. Let's get him over 1,000 subscribers before the end of the year, which will be spot on. And don't forget my other channel, which also will be in the link down in the description. I will get a Papa John's pizza probably on Tuesday night and do a little review on the pizza and any kind of seasonal pizzas I don't know, and as the Mad Mistake visitor. We'll leave you down below, link down below in the description, and get me over 1,000 as well on that channel. Thank you very much. Tune in for the live stream on Wednesday night, Sunderland versus Oldham, and don't forget SCFC Fan TV tonight at 7 o'clock, where we'll be dissecting Lee Johnson, not literally, and the game. See you later, take care. Oh, time for me chicken now. Oh, favourite time of the day, food. Yes and no. No alcohol today though. So there you go, chicken salad. All that's left to go on is a little bit of salad cream. There you go, just a little bit of salad cream. On my chicken salad, because I do like a bit of salad cream on that beautiful chicken salad. Bon appetit. I'm going to enjoy this.